Hello, how are you? Doing good? I hope so. I'm actually making this video right after the second video I made for the Mustang. No one really asked for it. I just want to do it to get some more time behind the camera and just kind of for fun. It's gonna be my daily driver. I just wanted to come up with something to make a video on, really. I realized that in that second video I made, there's some like sarcasm in there that if you know cars, you'll understand it's sarcasm. And I'm not gonna pretend like I know cars. I'm not really as experienced as I like to make myself seem. But you know, if you don't know anything about cars, you might not get it. So maybe I'll try, like going forward, I'll try and explain myself better. It's still taking me a little bit of time to get comfortable recording myself. It's really awkward because I'm a pretty quiet person. It takes me a while to warm up and, you know, be myself around people. So just looking at a phone and talking is kind of weird for me. As you can see, I'm rocking back and forth now and doing all that. But yeah, I just wanted to make this brief intro before I start going over my car. And yeah, thank you. All right, here it is, my big reveal. Are you ready? Boom. It's a 2022 WRX. I've had it for just about 2 years now, and I've really had a ton of fun with it. To be honest with you, I was not looking for this car specifically. It's just, you know, what I found when I was looking for a car. I knew I wanted something manual, and this was one of the more affordable options. The Civic Si was what I was originally looking at, but when you look at it on paper, this car is in a similar price range, and it's just got more power, all-wheel drive. So to me, this one just made more sense. I think I'll just kind of go front to back talking about it. I've done some stuff to it, not really a lot. So I will kind of start at the front over here. This isn't the original grill. It's like an OEM sport grill or whatever. I really like the way it made the front of the car look. Kind of makes it, I'll probably like show a picture of what the old one looked like, but I think it looks a lot nicer with this on there. That was one of the first things I did. Just a small little aesthetic flair. I'm gonna go ahead and pop open the hood here. So here we have the engine bay. 2.4 boxer engine, turbo, and hopefully I'm actually right on what I just said and not just making stuff up. So as you can see, I have done a couple mods here. I have a Perrin cold air intake and a little heat shield installed, so hopefully it is more of a cold air and not a hot air intake. I have a Perrin charge pipe going down to the turbo. This is the Cobb top mount intercooler. I was gonna go Perrin all the way, but for the Perrin intercooler, you had to do a little bit of fabrication, or not fabrication, but some adjusting to get it to fit. So I decided to go with Cobb because it is still a upgrade over the stock intercooler, but you don't have to do any of that. It just kind of fits right in. And the Cobb intercooler came with this, I think they call it a thrust tunnel. If I'm being honest, I probably wouldn't have installed this part knowing what I know now. It's kind of been a pain because originally I had put this kind of weather strip thing all around and it didn't really close properly. It just didn't fit. and honestly the weather strip kind of looks like crap now, but it's on there. I guess it's supposed to allow more air through. Whether or not it's doing that, I don't know. But yeah, originally I was just gonna go with an intake, but I knew if I threw an intake on there that I would be, it'd be smart to get a tune. And I decided that if I was going to tune it, I might as well throw a couple more parts on there. So that's where the charge pipe and intercooler come from. Other than that though, everything else is stock. Aside from the exhaust, which I'll go over in a little bit, but nothing else in the engine bay was touched, just a couple of bolt-ons and a tune. I'm gonna go around to the side here. I do want to get some rims or wheels at some point, but for now we're staying stock because I have like a warranty on my tires. So I'm gonna go ahead and let those live out their life before I make any changes. I do have the windows down because I left some rags that I used for drying the car in the trunk, and it kind of stunk in here. So letting it air out. I did go ahead and tint the front and rear windows, and I have this little strip on the front. This one is a limited. That's so I get these nice bucket seats with the WRX printed on the top there. They're really comfortable. One of the first days I had this car, I spilled Coke in the seat, and I freaked out and immediately did what I could to clean it. And yeah, after that I've been very strict about food and drinks. I just try not to have open containers like that anymore. As you can see, you get this big infotainment screen here, which I don't know how I feel about it. It's nice, but I do have concerns as far as like if it stops working, because most of my AC controls are on this screen, and I don't know, I don't like the idea of having to replace it, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. It is a 6-speed manual. I know I kind of talked about the tune and whatnot, but I've never had it dynoed, so I have no clue how much power it's making. I think stock, or it's somewhere in the 270s. So I'm hoping that with the tune and intake and whatnot, we have reached the 300s. I've heard they do well with just a little bit of work. I don't know what I'm recording right now. I guess the steering wheel. There's my dash or display. I do like that it's analog gauges. I don't know, it's just nice compared to digital in my opinion. But I'm not like super old-fashioned, you know, I still like some modern amenities. It's not the most spacious. I'd say it's a little cramped in the back. I guess I'll walk around. Well, it's locked. There we go. So here is the back. As you can see, I mean, I have plenty of room, but it's a little tight. Still works. I think you can pretty comfortably fit 4 people, but I like it inside. I don't pay too much attention to it. I think it's all really nice. Running out of things to talk about, kind of brain farting here, so I guess I'll go around to the back. On the back, the only thing I really did was I put this little duckbill on. I wanted something kind of subtle, and I didn't really want to drill into the trunk just yet. I think it adds a nice little flair to the body. So when I was installing it, I had it taped out and everything, so that I could lay it on there perfectly. And then I like slipped going forward. And so now there's kind of some, you can see there's some gaps that you can't really see at a distance. So I've just kind of left it. But yeah, not the best installation there, but I think it still looks okay. And exhaust. For exhaust, I also went a little more subtle. I got some, I got the Borla Type S catback. That's probably the most expensive thing I have installed. I think it's probably close in value to every other part combined, maybe a little less. I went with the black tips because I like the way that it looks with the rear, whatever you want to call it, the big diaper this car has on it. The plastic stuff was a big controversy with this car, but I don't mind it anymore. It's kind of growing on me. So I think I'm just going to leave it. But yeah, so Borla catback. It's not too loud, but it does have some volume to it, I won't lie. But I wanted something that didn't drone too badly and that didn't, you know, I didn't want a big pipe sticking out the back. I wanted to keep the quad tips just because I think it looks nicer. And other than that, my quick little run through, I think that's pretty much all there is to talk about. I do have a sunroof that I pretty much never use, if I'm being honest, but it's there. I guess now I will, I don't know, let's do a little cold start. Doesn't pick up the exhaust sound the best. As you can see, it's pretty loud when it starts, and that's because it does like a little warm-up thing and it kind of holds the RPMs up. But once it quiets down, it's not too bad. I think it has a nice little low tone to it. Yeah, guess we'll give it a little gas. Probably not the best video on the exhaust, but I don't want to go too crazy, being too loud and have anyone complaining. But if you did watch my little video today, thank you. Like I said, I just kind of wanted to do it to get some more experience. And I will keep working at this Mustang. So hopefully I'll be able to make the same video on that eventually. So yeah, thank you.